What up, guys? Taking the 997 out for a spin today. And there's the 3.2. Looking good. So we're letting the 997 loose today. Cold start. Yeah, she's being driven alright. She's filthy. Had it out on a spirited drive a few days ago. I've not yet had the chance to wash it down, so hopefully I'll get the chance to do that today. There's damage on the front end there, I'll show you that in a moment. But we are daily driving this 997. Just about up to temperature. With these things, you've got to wait till they get up to temperature, so you can before you can really start having some fun in them. National speed limit. Stick the sports exhaust on. We do that by hitting the sports button down here. But what I will do is turn off the sports suspension, because that is just a little bit too harsh. We've got 6 degrees here in Newcastle upon Tyne today. It was a very overcast start of the day, but now it's quite nice. I said that I was daily driving the 997. You might be a little bit confused with that, but I'm just kind of the daily driver that I normally drive is the Audi A6. It's a 2-litre diesel Avant, so it's the estate version. It's the black edition, so it kind of looks alright, but to be honest with you, I'm just a little bit bored of that car. And I thought to myself, well, you know what, while over the winter, while the roads are free of salt, we've had a rain overnight, so it's kind of washed away any salt that was on the roads, so I'm kind of okay to bring this car out and drive it. I think I'd be okay in any case, so long as I washed it afterwards, which is obviously not what happened with this car, but I am hopefully going to wash this car today. But what I think I might do, I fancy buying something like either a Cayenne or a Macan, a 4-wheel drive, but make it an exciting model. So like something like a, I don't know, like a turbo or a GTS. I think a GTS spec Macan would be really good for over these winter months. This is a 4-wheel drive actually, so I've had this out in previous years over wintry conditions, snow and ice, and it does all right. But the only problem is it's really low, so if you've got like an inch or so of snow on the roads, then it's just going to churn this splitter up, and I do not want that. So yeah, it's what is it, the 14th of December, so we're kind of heading into Christmas. And it's nice to be driving a 997 again. Like I say, I went out a few days ago. We went up to the Cheviots into the border, so we crossed over into Scotland. Gave it some beans on those country roads. I'll have to take you up there one day. For right now, we're just doing some day-to-day jobs. Got a few jobs that I need to do, and I thought the 997 would be a good match for that. I see some guys in like USA, making these kind of videos where you're just kind of like going around your day-to-day business. But you know what the difference is? Like in America, I don't know if they've got like a law whereby you are allowed to kind of have your phone and just be like videoing while you're actually driving. You certainly can't do that in the UK. You've got to have, if you need to have a camera hooked up, it's got to be on a mount, which is what I've got this on now. So I've got like it's called a Hague mount, but there are lots of different mounts that you can get for these. But it just means that it's like it's not as sort of like all over the shop as a phone would be, and it means I can concentrate on the drive. You know, this is a manual car. When I see the guys doing it in America, they've kind of always got like an automatic car. Which means they don't really have to concentrate on the gear stick. Well, I do, so it's better to have the camera on a mount when I've got one hand on the wheel and one hand on the gear stick when I need to. This guy here on the right does all of my paint. He did the front bumper on, well, he's on the front end of most of my Porsches. He's the best in the business. And I would say that he's my local, but he doesn't rip me off. Because right now I'm just wearing slacks in clothes that I feel like I've been wearing for the past 3 days. It's never a good look when you're going out in public and you're wearing well-used clothes. So you can nip in and get changed. That's the mount I've been using there. It's called a Hague camera mount. The state of this car. How's it going, Cubba? How's it going, Cubba? Check this out. Come to this room. This is our nutcracker, 5-foot nutcracker. And what you've got to do is you've got to, if you want to turn these lights on, literally, I'm not even joking, but you've got to tickle them under here. Watch. It's actually a little switch under there. But he's cool, isn't he? It's a bit messy in here. There we can see the Porsche. Hello 997. Alright guys, so I'm changed now. Get back in the 997. Actually I'm using, what's that noise? I'm using a GoPro because, well, I stupidly sold my DJI camera thinking that the GoPro was better, but I've been having nothing but trouble with GoPro, so I'm going to buy the latest DJI Action 5 camera, which is really good. Well, it's supposed to be really good, but the reason I'm not using my phone for any of this, like this kind of video, I'd kind of probably use my phone. Let me show you actually, and get it out of my pocket. Is that, what can you see there? Can you see all of that cracking on there? And then if I take the cover off as well, it's all completely cracked, and it's like every time I touch it there's shards of glass coming away. I could just get it repaired. I'm not sure if I can get that repaired. I know I can get the front repaired, but the cost of getting a repair versus the fact that this is like, I've had this for like 4 years now, and I do fancy a new phone in any case, so I think I'll jump out today, see if I can get a new phone today. So yeah, let us commence. Oh, there's a van pulled up behind me. What does he want? I wonder if he's just doing a delivery at my house. Well, there's somebody else in, so actually you can take care of that. Get that sports exhaust on. I do like to have the sports exhaust on no matter. Oh, I need some new wipers as well. That is bad. Listen to that. And they do their job, but I need new wipers. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I'm going to get a new phone, and I like to have the sports exhaust on everywhere I go, no matter what the situation is, because the sports exhaust on this 997, you've probably heard me blabbering on about it 1,000 times. It's phenomenal. It is the greatest sports exhaust in existence, if you ask me. Having said that, if I had like a 992 GD3 or a 991 GD3 or whatever GD3 RS, I'd probably be saying the same thing about that car. I'd probably be saying that that car had the greatest sports exhaust of all time. One of the downsides of driving a 997, which has been lowered, is these speed bumps, because I literally have to go over them. What were we? 5 miles an hour. I have to go over these. It's already had a few different lips in its lifetime. Kind of treat them as a bit of a serviceable item, a changeable item, because it just gets churned up so much. But you know what, like, they're not that expensive, like 150 pounds or something like that, and I think I'd rather go through a new lip every few years than have the higher, bigger gap between the tires. Ooh, you hear it every time. You hear it like little clipping against the top. Look, every car that I get, I just lower it. It might be a bit stupid, but I just love the lowered look. Got a really annoying rattle coming from the back seat. That's because it's like the rear seat's folded down. I don't know why it's folded down, but I've tried to reach back and try and sort of pop it back up, but it's not popping into place. So I've tried it now that we stopped. It just keeps coming back down. I'll have to lock it in place properly. 62,313 miles we are on at the end of December 2024. When I bought this car, it had early 50s. I want to say either 50,000 or 52,000. So I'd have to double check my records, but I've done either 10,000 or 12,000 miles in the 8 years that I've had this car, which is not a lot by any stretch of the mark. It's had a couple of stretches along the way as being a daily driver, but I'm quite interested to see how long I can last with this car being a daily driver, because I know I mentioned that the Audi is just a bit boring and I want something like a bit more exciting in my life as a daily driver. This would certainly do that, but I think this might be going just a little bit further over the other end of the scale, whereby it might just be a bit too harsh as a daily driver. Obviously I'm not going to have enough space as like an Audi estate would, so kind of having something like a Macan GDS, a Macan Turbo, or a Cayenne GDS or a Cayenne Turbo would probably fit the bill really nicely, because I could get the family in, I could get the dog in, and get all of my, well, whatever I need in the car when we go on like road trips or whatever it is. You can fit the roof box on the top. I can put the roof tent on the top during the summer, which would be quite good. I don't know if you saw one of my videos a few months ago where I put the roof tent on top of a Porsche 911 that I had at the time. That was really fun, but practical wise, not practical at all. We shoehorned everything we needed for that camping trip inside that car, but it's worth looking at. It's a good little video actually. It didn't really do very well. I don't know if it's because people don't like me, but I thought it was a good video, and it was a really nice like trip away with my son, so that's why it was like really important. Yeah, so it's worth watching. Green car park full. Everybody's in doing their Christmas shopping. It's a Metro Centre. It used to be the biggest indoor shopping mall or shopping centre, as they call them in the UK, in Europe. It used to be. Now I don't know where it is. It's gone way down the pecking order. It's not that good, to be honest with you. Like there's a lot of empty units. Try and park like round the back here, which is like kind of far away from the main entrances. Here we go, we got one, we got a space, man. I don't know why I'm speaking like that. My son watches all of these YouTube videos from America, and he's like constantly talking in this really annoying American accent. Not that Americans are annoying. What I just mean by that is like he's an English kid and he's always talking in that accent, so It's annoying to hear my son, who is 100% English, maybe a little bit of French in there. Satch. There we go, we are parked. There we go. While I'm here, I forgot to do this. That's what I need to do, click it into place like that. Don't know if any of you guys are into collecting anything. I have a gold and silver collection, so I collect gold and silver coins and bars. It's my thing, it's my preservation of wealth, I guess you could say. But I've seen these come up, 1 troy ounce of fine pure silver, and they're Donald Trump coins. Now if you're in the UK, it doesn't make much sense to buy these coins, other than the fact that they are still silver and they do look good. But I don't think it probably matters too much when you've got small values like this. But in the UK, so like the rules are changeable every few years, depending on who's in government, depending on how greedy the government are getting. But we pay like capital gains tax. So if you make over £3,000 on your gold or your silver in any given tax year, then you ultimately have to pay capital gains tax. Now these are such small value, so these are like 30 English pounds each. So the chances of these ever being, you know, so high in value that you make that much money on them, it's not going to happen. Okay, not in my lifetime. But I am going to try and get into my vault. So I've got a vault. Well, it's like a safety store that I pay for on a monthly basis, and I'm going to go and store these in that vault. I'd like to show you that my gold bullion collection one day. Actually, I think I might. I'll try. I'm not sure if I'm allowed the cameras into the vault access area. Probably not. I would say probably for security purposes you're not allowed to do that. But there we go. 2 Donald Trump coins, pure silver, 2024. Thought they were really good to collect, so I will place those in the vault. I'll show you the gold. I'll get the gold all out on a different occasion, and I'll show you on a different day. This is exactly what I mean about a lot of the shops being completely empty. It's a shame because it's like a nice area. All right, Porsche house. Got a new phone. And the 911 is still there. Nice. Sun's come out. These are my go-to Polo Ralph Lauren's. I've probably seen me wear them in all my videos. If it's not too busy, we get to open it up a little bit. Oh, that sounds nice. It is busy in this junction right now. This lady's gonna let me through, thank you very much. I'm just kidding. Trying to be healthy, guys. It's not always working, but I try. Please go.
Hiya, what can I get you there?
Can I just get a regular latte, please?
A regular latte, of course, yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it, thanks.
Yeah, a light dry brown there, please, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, it is, yeah. Can I scan the app? I don't know if it'll work actually because my screen's all cracked, so we'll give it a whirl.
No, I've put the code in.
Oh, there we go.
Maybe that works.
Champion?
It's going to be an iPhone, is it?
Oh, they're all cracked, I bet.
I don't know anybody that owns an iPhone that is not smashed.
As in, no, I've just bought another one because I thought that by the time I end up buying a new screen. It's
Yeah,
quite an
me
old phone
too.
in any case. I've just bought a new one. So,
And my son did the same.
aye.
With a car like that, you need a new phone.
Yeah, you can't be walking around with a cracked screen
No,
like that, can
no,
you?
definitely
You know.
not.
Have a good day, thank you.
Yeah.
Right, so we gotta use these horrific cup holders that Porsche give us. The worst cup holders in existence. So what do you think, guys? What would you do in my situation? Would you go for the Cayenne GTS or Turbo or a Porsche Macan GTS or Turbo? At the minute I'm kind of thinking along the lines of the Macan GTS or the Macan Turbo. Don't really want to spend too much money, so I'll have to start looking into how much these things cost, but I'm sure I can manage it. Now my battery's about to die on the camera, so I'm going to head home, get a quick charge on that. Got some work to do, and we'll be back out this evening hopefully for some family festive entertainment. If I remember to bring the camera, then you can come along for that as well. See that 992 Carrera 4 GTS, but he's got his spoiler up, driving at 40 miles an hour with his spoiler up. Come on, we're better than that, guys. We are better than that.